other videos of how our trailer got hit by a drunk driver, we decided let's go balls to the wall crazy and build a full Dewalt trailer that's not paid for by Dewalt, but we are big Dewalt users here. I mean, you got Dewalt stuff just sitting everywhere. But, so we'll just do a little run through on the trailer, then we'll get you to the inside and show you how we set up a full general contractor from start to finish remodel trailer, besides pretty much concrete and drywall. That's about it. Last trailer was a 20-foot bumper pull. This trailer we did a 20-foot, which is front to here, and then you also get the gooseneck space. So we have added the extra 8 feet of the interior for here. The last trailer was 6'6" interior height. This trailer is a full 7-foot interior height. I bumped up axles. Actually, my axles stayed the same, but the load rating changed due to tires on the trailer and stuff. So now I'm at like 17,000 GVW. Pace setter, which is K&O Manufacturing in Hull, Iowa, made me the trailer, custom painted it for me and everything, and only took about 5 weeks to get it, versus all the other trailer manufacturers were after New Year's or something like that, which was like 3 months away. So, let's take it to the back. We got a nice paint stripe in here. White rims. I do have chrome hubcaps that are offered with it. I have not put those on because we're not too thrilled with the way that they look. Nothing to do with them. But I did add all the little LED lights up top just to give it a little extra something. We have not put lettering on the trailer yet due to I'm also building a custom truck right now. So I want to see how that lettering works out. Raj is working on design factors and stuff like that. Corey's in here too. So the only thing that has a skinned interior on this trailer is the door itself, are both skinned. Besides that, the whole trailer was completely, I guess, bare bones, nothing in it. And we have Corey over here doing headstands.
I can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see?
I can't see Corey. I can see some.
Hang on. Let me turn on some LED lights for you.
What? Who has lights in their trailer? What?
Oh, hey guys.
It's a good thing there's rubber flooring.
Oh, gymnastics floor.
Gymnastics floor?
Nope. So, the flooring is a 3/4 thick 4 by 6 foot stall mats for horse mats. Other trailer had 3/4 plywood floor, which was getting weak, and you slide stuff in and it starts flaking and stuff after that trailer's 10 years old. The trailer before that, I had 2 by 6 floor, but then you get little gaps going in the trailer floor, and nails would fall through, utility knife blades would fall through. Well, you don't want that going down the road. So we did full stall mats in here. And so back up a little bit, we'll talk about behind the paneling. I brought it to my spray foam guys. They shot spray foam. You can just barely see in that gap there that they shot everything with an R13 spray foam insulation. They did the whole trailer, was right around 850 bucks. Of course, a little cash right there, you know, a little cash because they took care of me, you know, because I give them their job. But then we overlaid everything with a 1/4 inch, pretty much like a, just a rough finish ply, I guess. Underlayment, there you go, there you go, underlayment, see, brain farts. So, going through everything, we got our table saw, Dewalt of course, big chop saw for all the heavy beams or rafters that we got to cut or anything like that. One thing we've really loved about this trailer so far, we've been running it 2 months now, is having a chop saw set up in the trailer, fully cordless, so it just right there. So when we have to go back to a job, you know, this wasn't quite ready for us to do, or we were waiting on the drywall guys to get their stuff. We have 5 doors to put casing on, or whatever it was. You just run out here, do your 5 cuts, whatever, you're good. Or we just got done doing a bathroom and you got to build a bench. So you send Corey with a cut list of all the pieces to build a bench, and he doesn't have to set up a chop saw and all the crap to go with it, and the stand and everything else. So this has been, would you guys agree, very, very nice?
I want one
You want one?
for my truck.
For his truck. So we really like the, I don't even know, what is this? Hang on. Should have had this all figured out. The DCS 361 7 1/4 sliding compound miter saw by Dewalt. Good job on this saw. Guys also like the quad charger right here. So these just pop on and lock in. So versus having a single charger or even a dual charger, we run through batteries pretty quick. Here's our lights, just a push button here. I have front and rear set up, so, and then that is coming down behind of this. We have a car battery back here, and then we picked up the Dewalt car charger from Home Depot and put that in there, so we just plug that in. We figured we get about 1 full week of batteries or lights, work week. So going down this side, we got the shop vac, obviously, all the shop vac components to go here. Microwave, the boys have to have their coffee. Sally's over here. This is just tall, chalk, glues, WD-40s. Then we took ABS coupling and a cap and glued them together with a little chunk of pipe in here to make our Sharpie holders. These are colored, then we got black, then we got pencils, we got toilet paper. I was getting on the COVID-19 toilet paper kick. No. Paper towels, thank you. See those brain farts coming on camera? All screwdrivers are up in here. So all miscellaneous screwdrivers, anything that cuts pretty much goes here. Chisels, and the guys like round nose chisels, so we try not to resharpen those too often. Cat's paws, crowbars, Raj on a strong, mighty day, hammer. So now he just goes out there and.
I love that thing.
Good. They're not very tall, so up here we just have the lights.
I didn't know that's what
LED
put up
lights.
there.
Yeah, they're up there. LED lights up there for doing bathrooms and stuff. This is kind of the catch-all, leftover drill bits to extra hammers, string lines, all that kind of crap. This one is pretty much where we keep all of our small pouches and electrical testers and stuff like that. More catch-all, safety stuff, whatever. Then, we already showed you the saw, we showed you that setup. Up above here, again, we don't use this very much, so this is where I just keep all my extra PEX tools, or like PEX rings, 90s, couplings, all that kind of stuff up there. Just the extras ones. I'll show you where we keep our main. So this, I put 2 screws, one on each side, and we'll just unzip it when that car battery dies or whatever. And we just literally lift this right out to change that. Otherwise, I have it set up for the 18 gauge brad nailer, finish nailer here, another finish nailer. One's a positive point, one's not a positive point. Different things, like this little nice rubber tip works out real nice on TNG ceilings, where this nice positive point one works better for setting doors and stuff like that. So otherwise we would stay Dewalt, but Stanley Boss stitch is still Dewalt. So 18 gauge brads, then we got a baby stapler and a pin nailer. Then under here we just keep all of our hard cases. I'm not going to go through every hard case, but you can see that they're labeled the way what we use. One new one is we did get the Dewalt PEX tool. We had a Milwaukee, and we said, hey, that's the only Milwaukee thing we have, so let's get all Dewalt. So we got that. Here we have laser level, hand planer, sander, belt sander, a demo skill saw, and then our good skill saw, and then an extra battery circular saw. Dewalt fan down here. Then I'll let Corey take over. I need a little break from going through me.
It's got a lot of brain parts.
Yeah, just a few.
The old trailer, we had an angle rack just like this. Our cases were all, one was different color. A lot of them were cracked and broken, and really they became the catch-all bins where it says Tapcons, but I'd find drywall screws in there. Just didn't work out. Raj and I had the fun task of going through each and every bin of the old ones, clean it out, and transfer it over into new bins. Obviously we put the heaviest ones on the bottom, like timber locks, wedge anchor bolts, and the ones we use the most are going to be like the finished nails, wood screws, and some mollies for hanging cabinets or dowel bars and such. But we got everything from self-tappers, roofing, electrical, deck parts, random nuts and bolts, extra bits and batteries.
Look at these guys. Look at their
Labeled and everything.
Look at that. All labeled up in here. I just grabbed a sample one right quick.
Jeez. That looks good.
Beautiful
Yeah.
handwriting.
Yeah. So it's bits and batteries.
Yeah, you never know.
So
Beautiful rack.
timber locks too. Look at that, guys.
Just so organized.
Jeez.
When you run to Home Depot and Lowe's, you know, an extra 10 times on a project per week or whatever it is, it gets old and you spend more money every time you go in there.
This beautiful thing is Raj's favorite part of the whole trailer.
I love it.
You know why? Because you can play the piano on it. Just kidding, that's a piano hinge leading to our grinder setup. You need a lid block, you know, holds it open for us. So it's got our Sawzall blades, our wood ones, our metal ones, your undercut blades in bulk.
That's what those are.
Yeah, you should have figured that out. We got a nice setup, the most expensive setup with wedge anchors for our grinder wheels. Nice on there, they don't slide around anymore. Before we just had them in like a little bin and they were scattered everywhere. Where was this one? It was over there, I couldn't find it, that one's that way. Whoa, look, now you open it up, beautiful. Two beautiful grinders that work and shut off when you want them to. You don't have to jiggle the power cord.
Hey, those Bosch ones are old.
They were old, but again, we upgraded to Dewalt. Beautiful, just used it on a tile job, so we're a little dusty, but worked wonderful. And look at that, they all stay. You got the worst driver in the world here, so everything flies everywhere, but this stays intact.
Denver traffic, I mean, it happens, it happens.
Moving on to our Dewalt racking system, which is fun and new for us. Before, they just used to sit on a shelf and kind of bounce around due to what I just said from a lovely driver.
Yep.
So this back here, hard to see, says Dewalt, and it's just a whole entire racking system that fits with all of their bins. They just kind of, you lift here on either side, slides right out. I can take this inside when I want to set cabinets, you know? I don't need it anymore. Here we go. Locked in place. All nice set up. You got your radio. I don't even know which one I even took out. Cabinet screws. More cabinet screws. This is a second combo kit here. We have our rollout combo kit, but we're not there yet. Slow your roll. Tyler showed you our nice battery charger station, but you got more batteries, and where do you put them all? They take up so much space in a combo kit, they're large. Look at this. Battery holsters. Need a battery? There it is. You don't need it? Frickin' put it away. Nice and organized. That one's new. It's got paint on it. You know,
how many batteries you guys need?
a lot.
Okay.
I have a lot of tools. Anyway, moving on. We got the second side, which is going to be more of our plumbing side. We got our tiles, we got our spacers, wedges, shark bites, plumbing tools, our PEX bin, and the plumbing tub whenever we need to do our plumbing. Below that, conveniently left enough space for our compressor. This is one we'll take into the job if we need real quick and don't want to run our big one. It has just now become wintertime, hence the cold clothing. Look at this beautiful Dewalt heater. Runs off a nice little propane. Keeps us nice and warm in the trailer.
And it can be plugged in or ran by 20-volt batteries
That's very true.
to run the fan, which is very nice. So in here, right now, we don't have any power ran to the trailer. We have the car battery for lights. We have a chop saw battery to power the chop saw. But if we're going to take lunch in here or whatever, and you want to kick the heater on, you don't have to run a power cord or do anything. You just put a battery in it, turn the propane tank on, and you're good to go. It's very convenient.
Now I know it's awkward. Right next to it is something that I don't even know what color that is. It's not black or frickin' yellow.
Is that okay? What is it?
I'm not sure.
It does
looks-
not match the color scheme.
I'm gonna need you to blur some
What
stuff
is it?
out, Raj, like right in this region.
I can do a color change on that.
Okay, color change it is. This is just a fan. You know, when it gets a little too hot or you're trying to air something out.
I knew it wasn't DeWalt. The switch is broken over here.
That's true. It's been broken for a long time.
Can't get
It
anything
is
else.
Halloween, so orange is kind of in.
Can't get anything nice around
You're
here.
right. Above the rack, we have the continuous shelving. We got an entire one for the shims. Do a lot of doorways, a lot of doors. Got to shim them because, you know, if you can't frame right, you got to shim it. And he's shimming right now, and it's kind of awkward. He's got the dad moves.
Dad bod 2021.
Up here, we got our rubbers for Mr. Shimmy. Rubber gloves, guys. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Venom Steel. That's the new Trojan.
This got awkward real quick. Three
Anyways,
guys in the trailer.
this says tile bond because that's what you want to do. when
Tile
you're-
bond? Tight bond.
Tie bond, yeah.
Liquid
I've got the
nails.
tile tub in front of me.
Yeah.
It's when you want to fix yourself so it bonds yourself together. This is actually our first aid kit, you know, just so OSHA watches this. Yeah, we got band-aids, we got gloves, blah, blah, blah. More gloves, more rubbers, more real gloves. We got baby gloves for Raj, mediums.
Schmediums.
And then, oh, look, TT, that's for Teeler.
I thought that's pie.
Yeah, pie. I eat a lot of pie. You didn't know that?
Yeah,
Pumpkin
that's,
pie.
I did know that. Oh,
Goodness.
shit, rubbers. Anyway, moving along. Under this big guy, got extra blankets and shit.
I got you.
Is our big combo kit we'll actually bring into the job site so we don't have to run in and out, in and out. And again, because someone drives nicely, we had to put a stop at the bottom or else this thing would roll and fall everywhere. But look, pops right up, rolls right out to the job site.
Nothing to strap in or bungee. It works out very nice.
Hell, if I don't want to go out the back door, we got a freaking side door in this new one. The old one didn't have a beautiful ramp door. I could be right here, out the door, right in the house.
4-foot side ramp.
Very nice.
So this guy's got our main tools. You know, you got your undercut saws, your impacts, your grinders, skill saw, sawzall, and then a bunch of variety of bits, whether you need a Phillips, square bit, a couple nut drivers, you know, contractor stuff.
Yeah.
Sandpaper pre-used, got it at a discount.
Gently used.
I really like the tough system. Like, I think they nailed it. I know they did just come out with the they did come out with the 2.0 tough system. Yeah, they nailed it.
Oh, okay. He said
Yeah.
nailed it.
Got him. But they did come out with the Gen 2 tough system. We don't have any here. I still like Gen 1. I think it's good enough for us and what we use. We're not going to upgrade to the Gen 2 radio and all that kind of stuff yet anyways, so we'll wait for all that kind of stuff. And it's a lot of money to switch everything out. So, and there's a lot of money right there. So, yeah, we'll wait on that one. Oh, hang on. I'll let you go to that side.
All right, Raj, I'm going to switch positions with you. You know, I like to be on top sometimes. Anywho, here, next to our ironic plumbing, we have our PEX. Some people like to run the red, the blue, and occasionally there's a clear. It really doesn't matter as long as you hook it up right or tell the customer what's what. That helps. But there's PEX tubes. We use that often for plumbing. Back in this dark corner, we got kind of a...
Yo.
action. Here's the PEX stuff again. Yeah, you can cut that in there. Anyway, in this corner, we've got kind of a catch-all of like lawn tools. We got the dustpan. We got your square shovel, your round shovel, your pickaxe, your sludge,
your
rake,
jigs, your snakes, your belt. How does that line go? Off of Joe Dirt.
Thingamajigs, the Husker do's, Husker don'ts.
There you go.
Yeah, brooms, mixers. Someone's got to quack that one off. That was my bad.
Copyright issues.
That's true. Yeah, you know, it's nice. He did a beautiful job. He used the same stuff as our countertop. Drilled some beautiful holes, you know. Slides in.
I even routed those whole edges.
He did.
So they're not sharp.
That's just amazing. Can't see it, but you know what I'm talking about.
It's there. Just like this edge right here, it's not sharp. It's nicely routed here too, so you don't go wow. But it's a nicely routed edge right here.
That is nice. Now our old system, we had a bunch of bins stacked up random areas. They would get stuck under the table. Look at these beautiful things. Wonderful, all labeled. We labeled it in yellow. Why wouldn't we? It matches everything else. Going from your paint to your PVC to your ABS, plumbing, rags, plastic, so on, so forth. This is very nice and easy. Ooh, we're about to do some painting. I need to throw out some plastic, you know? Look at that, I can grab that. That's a trash bag too, you know? Or we just did some floors. We don't want people ruining them. We got paper, you know? Look how easy that was. I didn't get jammed up under our old table. I didn't smash my fingers. When Raj is getting sassy, I just come to this bin because he's on the, yeah, you get it. Anyway, moving forward.
How about like the dividers of like the caulking one or something like that? Like,
ooh. You know, you throw stuff in bins, it ends up just getting all mixed around, and this one's not a good one to show because I just threw the bottles in there because they're new. But we put a divider in for the big liquid nails, and these are what I was talking about. These were all nice and sitting pretty, but we needed new ones.
They're just gonna blame it on my driving. It's okay.
Yeah, they got tossed around from the driver.
It's fine.
But a lot of them now have dividers to where you're not swimming in here to find one thing. Where this, it's more organized than our old setup, so it's much nicer. Makes it a lot easier. HVAC, you know. Got our all connections here. Wait, I gotta fill some holes. Got some foam. Yeah, you fill it. It's beautiful. Keeps things nice and pretty. Slides right back in there. Great. What's up, Heather? Teeler?
Oh,
What'd you build?
This goes over the gooseneck area. So this is the area that we didn't have before. And so many times we're in the middle of doing something. It's like I need 2 2x4s, or I'm short 2, or we need to add blocking for a shower pan or whatever, and it's like we don't have it. So here we have a full rack for 2x4s by 8 foot long here, and there's some crooked ones in there or whatever, but we'll just shuffle through and pick out the decent ones, or if we're just using for 14-inch blocks or toilet paper holder block or whatever, we'll use that for the crooked stuff. Here we got 2x6s. We do have 1 2x8 because we had one left over at the other remodel job on the last video. So we just shoved that in here. Up top is our 4x8 sheets that slide in. So we have some partials up here. Right now, OSB is through the roof, 22 bucks a sheet when it should be 10 or 11 bucks a sheet. Otherwise, I will have, you know, 5 sheets of 7/16 that we use quite a bit. Maybe 2 sheets of 3/4, stuff like that. So we'll get that put in there. Here we just have a couple pieces of ducting, HVAC ducting, and a roll of tar paper here. And then we have spots to grow, I guess. This one I made 2 Saturdays ago. Label it all. So I put bump stops in because this unit does go 8 foot long. So 6 foot level goes all the way in, bump stop, 4 foot level, bump stop, 2 foot level, bump stop. So they're not all the same depth the whole way where you're going to slide it in and just never get it. Drywall shims, same thing. And then here we just have miscellaneous ABS PVC. And then this gap is actually the frame that we built this whole plywood rack out of. So I took advantage of using that space for the 12-foot plate-to-plate level and the 8-foot plate-to-plate level, and then drywall T-square and the framing square. Got the chop saw stand here, Dewalt of course, to hold the Dewalt 12-inch sliding compound. And up here are our poles to put plastic up to dust barriers for working in the kitchen. We'll put a dust barrier in between the kitchen and their living room, or the downstairs family room, to a different room that we're renovating. So So we have those all there. Yeah. This is our big boy air compressor for the trailer. It's just the Cobalt 30-gallon. I was gonna get a Dewalt in there, and this compressor has actually been a really good compressor for me over the years. It's always been kind of a backup. It pushes out a lot of air. So we have that fixed in here, bolted down to the floor. Doesn't move, doesn't do anything. And we made up a pigtail here. So if you need to put something together in here with a brad nailer, or a couple pieces of trim or whatever, you can put it together in here versus inside. And blow off tools, blow off our tool bags ourselves before we get in our fancy vehicles, because, well, we're bougie like that.
We all drive Maseratis.
Wait a second.
I know.
So we got 50-foot cord here, which me and Corey are on Monday actually going to fix this cord and make up some new cords. We got our 50-foot hose reel, and we have to cut a hole in the side of the trailer here on Monday to push out there, and then same with the power cord. We'll cut another hole and put it out there.
What are those spools?
Those are the Dewalt spools. They're like $75 or so on Amazon.
Man, what a steal.
And this one had a hose on it, but I took it off and made it into a cord reel so that they matched. And they don't make a cord reel for Dewalt, so I had to create my own. So I put a blue cord on there. So here we got the bag section, I guess. They always put mine to the back because they say I don't work and they never come out of the trailer, which is so funny. Ha 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 ha.
Why are they the cleanest?
Mine are taped together. Mine are the only ones with tape on them.
You had to do that when you bought them new, big fella.
Okay, that's aggressive. And so we have bags all put on here, and that way they're out of the way, they're not blocking anything, and if you just need to come in and grab up pliers or a screwdriver or gloves or a chalk line, they're still right here. Then we got all the extras up here. So we got extra tape measures, and this is just a 1/8" aluminum by 4-foot piece from Home Depot, screwed up. And then we wanted to keep this as wide as possible, and so that we could still lay 4x8 sheets down if we needed to. The trailer's 8 foot wide, and we have 25 inches over there or so, and I think this is 15. So on the other trailer, this was actually turned sideways, so it took up a lot more room. We laid it matching flush, and then we have the angled short guns up top, which is your siding gun, your roofing gun, both Tico guns. Then we have the flooring staplers and flooring bars and everything here. This is just a demo bar. And then we got 2 framing guns, staple gun, and then our long leaf blower, and then the small cordless shop vac and light down there. And then we have a at the bottom because they're heavy, right down on the floor. Holy sponges. So we go through a lot of sponges, and they're going up in price, so I told the guys to be more frugal. So sponges here, and then up in this one we have spray paints and stuff like that that'll go here, and palm sander sandpaper. This one is Whacker Tacker staples and Whacker Tacker stapler. Knee pads, because Corey's on his knees quite a bit.
They hurt.
And he likes doing hardwood floors and stuff like that, and Core Tech videos, right? Yeah. So Here we have only a couple. Be careful, these are worth a lot of money. Check this out. Check this out. You ready for this? It's a mask, an actual mask. It's worth a lot of money these days. Yep, it's got my name on it right there.
Yeah,
it's
I'm not gonna
mine.
use that one.
Bougie. Bougie. If you got a mask like this still, you're bougie. Otherwise, you gotta like wear your little COVID-19 mask. That doesn't stop the dust from, you know, jackhammering or mixing thin set in that powder dust.
No, it doesn't.
So, hang on. I'll ignore the wife. That was not the wife. Anyways, car warranty videos or advertisements, calls. So, and then we got booties for putting on your shoes. Then we've got our ladder rack. This, I always hated bungeeing my other ladders and stuff like that. So I tried to create a way of not having to do any bungee, no straps, no nothing. This gets locked in with the back door, so it can't move out. And you just slide it out. And we have a little hole right here for it. And you just take out your ladders. So that works pretty good for us versus, hey, did you guys bungee that? Did you do this? You'll feel this against the door. And all this is a stair baluster. So, and we have a bunch of those lying around. Up here we've got anything to do with extra bits and some people call them octopuses, but power cords, air hoses, more power cord stuff, and air hose splitter, and utility knife blades. Then here we want these to be black, but I couldn't find them in black. I could only find them in white. And I wanted all new ones because the other ones all got shattered with the drunk driver. So we made all these up. So I'll just pull it out. But this is 3-in-1-3-1 framing galvanized nails. So that's what it's all like. Ticos, got all more Ticos, framing nails that are not galvanized. 2-inch staples, 1.5 inch staples, steel shims, siding nails, more siding nails, different size, 2-inch floor staples, spikes, big boys, big boys. Big boys drive big nails, because we nail it. Roof coil nails, 2 3/8 smooths, 2 3/8 rings. Then we have our timber locks, head locks, ledger locks, and stuff like that for big buckets down there.
Salmon locks.
And what else? That's about it. I think we have one of the best tool trailers out there. And on YouTube right now, it's kind of like the whole, he has the best trailer, Ron Paulks has the best trailer, this guy has the best trailer. I think our name has nailed it. We pretty much nailed it. How we use a trailer, how efficient we are with a trailer, I feel that there's not very many things we could do differently, and if there is, we will work those couple of kinks out and make sure like we have a 4-game power plug here on Monday or whatever. And I keep saying Monday due to the fact Monday is supposed to be like a high of 9 degrees and snowing. I'm not going to work that day, so we're going to have a shop day. Thanks for watching the video. Let us know comments and stuff like that. So Corey's bringing his toys into the trailer. Oh, this is Rush's car. I wanted to look at it. He wants a right to work.
Yeah, put that back outside.
Oh, all right.
Gas in it first.